Great to have you, the Joe Pag Show. 1-800-383-9624. A lot of people on the line want to talk about Tulsa. We'll get there. But I do want Carrie to give us an update on the very latest out of Charlotte, North Carolina.
From NBC News, police body cam video of the killing of Keith Lamont Scott does not specifically show him pointing his gun at officers before they fatally shot him, Charlotte's police chief said Thursday. Charlotte-Mecklenburg County Police Chief Kurt Putney did not detail the video during a news conference following a second night of violent unrest, but he said the videos he watched failed to show absolute definitive visual evidence that Scott brandished his weapon at the cops. I didn't see that in the videos I saw, Putney said, but he reiterated the clips appeared to back up police. What I can tell you, though, is when taken in the totality of all the other evidence, it supports that we've heard and the version of the truth that we gave about the circumstances that happened that led to the death of Mr. Scott, he added. Putney told reporters he will show Scott's family any body cam or dash cam videos from when he was killed, honoring their request. The family's lawyers said relatives were expected to review the videos later Thursday. But Putney stood firm in his refusal to make the videos public, telling reporters he wants to be very intentional in protecting the integrity of the investigation. Later in the story, North Carolina's governor declared a state of emergency just before midnight Wednesday after one person was shot in a protester-on-protester clash. The victim suffering life-threatening injuries and remains in critical condition Thursday morning, Putney said. Investigators are trying to determine who was behind the shooting amid claims that an officer was involved. Police arrested 44 people on charges, including for failure to disperse, assault, and breaking and entering.
So there you go. That's the latest out of Charlotte. When somebody brought up the fact to either this Murphy idiot from the Nation of Islam or one of these Black Lives Matter agitators, when somebody brought up the fact that it was a black police officer, a black man was shot, a black police chief is reporting, the information. When that was brought up, because the guy knew that he no longer had a racial case, what he said was, he might be black, but he's still blue. So now it's the anarchist actually comes out. Now we don't want any law and order. We don't want any rule of law. We don't want any safety and security or protecting and serving in our communities. What we want is no more police. What's interesting about that statement is in Baltimore, the police department said, look, we're not going to go into the high crime areas as much anymore. Whatever. Deal with it yourself. Then the community started complaining, wait, why aren't there any police patrols here? Crime is on the rise. People are acting out. People are breaking laws. People are making it an unsafe. Why do police hate us? Why won't they come here? Because now you're in a pickle. Now you're in a catch-22. You go to the community, keep it safe, but you're in trouble if you dare arrest somebody and something happens to them. You don't go there and the community's not safe, then you're the jerk for not going to the community. It's a no-win situation for police. That's why I say, you don't invite Black Lives Matter or Al Sharpton to the White House to talk about race relations. You invite people from the community. What's the problem? How do we fix it? That's what you do. That's what you do. By the way, as we continue, and I do believe we've got a full screen for this, as we continue, we'll talk during the program tonight, and then I'll have Ken Paxton on tomorrow, the Attorney General of the great state of Texas, about the Obama administration again making some rules when it comes to employment, business, small business, overtime that will in fact hurt businesses. It'll hurt businesses badly. And why it'll hurt businesses? It's going to force companies again to start laying people off or reducing the amount of hours they work. The Obama administration, although it appears they're trying to help people make more money, that's not really what's going on. This will push more people onto entitlements, which will mean more power and control over the people. We'll continue that conversation as the show continues. Let me take a quick call here before we get out of here for this hour, and I've got like 30 seconds if you can make it happen, Steve. Make it happen. Go.
From the report from the police officer, she comes upon the vehicle running, stops in the middle of the street, nobody in it. Gentleman comes from the side of the road, mumbling to himself incoherently, not obeying orders, not even.
Who told you this? Stop. Who told you this?
Oh, this was a report on the web, on the internet.
Okay, I'm gonna have to see a source because I was told that the car was stalled. Nobody said he was mumbling and talking to himself. I don't know where you got that. What is the source?
It is the police officer herself.
No, what is the source? What is the news source? What is the outlet?
I'm sorry, I don't remember, Joe.
Yeah, so do me a favor, Steve. Send me an email with that information. Let me go and read it. What I can't have you do is just tell me something that you can't back. What we always do when we read news stories here is we'll say, here's a story from Newsmax, and here's what it says, and here's the writer, here's who wrote it. And this way you can go back and you can reference it. If that information is out there, I'd like to see it. I haven't seen it. Coming right back on radio. See you tomorrow on TV.